folks. It is Labor Day here in Canada, Labor Day in the United States. What's the difference? The letter U. The letter U refers to you, and what are you doing differently to have a rest? Yeah, it's Monday in the UK. It's a normal day. I think the weather's a little wet there. They had a bank holiday last weekend. They had two, I think, in close succession. But we have it here. And why do we have it here? Because traditionally, this was the day that everything happened. The farmers had finished, the harvest was done, all the kids could go back to school. And the government said, hey, we need one more day to be a family, to have rest. And it's like, really? So it's a Shaving Chronicle. I'm here on We Make Stuff Happens business page rather than my personal page. New emphasis on focusing on the brand and on the business, and it's time to shave. So, didn't have a Shaving Chronicle last week. There was a reason for that. Debbie and I took 2 weeks off and we went on vacation. That was hard. I tell you, business is not easy right now. We all know that. Even for us, business is not easy. We have a lot of things going on, but my goodness, it's a lot harder to make a buck. And typically I'll take quite a bit of time off in the summer. But I didn't feel it as much this year because we've been at home all the time, right? And in some ways, we're kind of resting, we're not traveling as much. So I had to be convinced that we needed to take some time off. And my bad for even needing to be convinced. So we did something completely different. We went away in British Columbia. We did a staycation. And the difference with that, obviously, is we can't travel internationally right now. Well, we wouldn't want to and couldn't anyway. And then, I'm all about supporting small business. That's my jibe, always has been. But now more than ever, we need to invest money in our local economy to keep it going. So rather than doing the big hotel thing and resorts, which can be done, we picked local Airbnbs. We picked local people. We chose never to do skip the dishes. We chose to go pick it up, buy it from the vendor itself, give them a tip as if we were sitting in, bring it home, or have a picnic sitting outside. And you know what? We had one of the best holidays we've ever had. So much so that it's totally made me rethink about, travel. Not that the world isn't a big place, not that there's a lot of things that we need to go see and travel and adventures and stretching ourselves and hiking up Machu Picchu or going to the South Pole or, discovering the churches of Europe. There's so much you can do, for sure. But we've got time to do that in the future. But the time now is to look after ourselves. The time now is to look after our local economy. And that's what we did. And my goodness, we spent a lot of time hiking and shopping and eating and drinking locally. Speaking to almost every vendor that we went to, every store that we went to, asking about their marketing, how their social media is working, what's bringing people in, how long were they closed, are they able to cope with the volume of business coming through? Interesting indeed. I've got a lot of data that I will be sharing over this next month now that we're back. Anyway, back to Labor Day. What's the deal? Today is a day off. So even though I'm doing a Shaving Chronicle, I did it because I wanted to talk to you. Let me just finish it. There we go. I think that'll do. Good stuff, huh? Okay. Labor Day. As many of you know, I'm kind of a faith-based kind of guy, and I do devotions and I read a book called the Bible every day. The verse in my devotion today was talking about rest, because it's Labor Day. Of course, it's North American driven. And one of the passages in Matthew 11 says, Jesus says, "Come to me, all who are overworked, too busy, too tired, and I will give you rest." It's like, I'll take that, right? But religion aside, go back to the very, very first book of the Bible, the book of Genesis. And it talks about the creation of the world in 7 days, and I don't quite get my head around how that all happened, but it did. And the upshot was, man and woman were made on day 6. So they're alive, and day 7, they're ready to get up, name some animals, build a tree house, do whatever they're going to do. And what does God say to do? Okay, take a rest. I got this. Pretty different, hey? we're all set to go, and he says, take a rest. So it's Monday, today. If you're in North America, take a rest. If you're in England, day's almost finishing anyway, work-wise, take a rest. We have a long fall and winter ahead of us. We have to pace ourselves. We have to be in our best shape. We have to have our best energy. We have to have our best ideas, because it's going to be tough. We know this already. You know, second wave and all those kind of things, it's going to be tough. And you need to be on your A+ game. Lots of vitamin D in your system. You know, get out and get that sunshine. Lose some weight, you know, because the fitter you are, the more stronger you're going to be. Get walking so that your lungs are strong. Lots of healthy, and then invest in your mind. Read a book. We're doing a social media book club with our VIPs, and we're starting next week. We have 3 books that we bought them all that got sent out last week. And then invest in your social media. For me, Instagram by far is probably the most important platform for our clients right now. So much so that just last Thursday, we invested in one of the world's leading Instagram trainers, a girl called Jen Herman out of San Diego. Paid her a lot of money to teach our clients. So we had 23 clients on a 3-hour Zoom with Jen Herman just to learn the fundamentals and the importance of Instagram. That's what it's about. We're spending money to invest in our clients to give them the chance to survive this pandemic so that we all come out stronger, we all come out better, but we also come out more balanced. And I think if there's one thing that this pandemic has taught us, it's how important balance is. If you have a family, look after them. If you have a partner or a spouse, make them the king or queen of your life, because that's what it's all about. If you have children, let them know you love them. Let them know that they're important. Let them know that they have amazing futures ahead of them, and invest in those kids. And if it's just you, invest in yourself. Invest in your community. Invest in your extended family or neighbors. That is what will get us through this pandemic. I'm excited. Am I nervous? No. Is there a lot of work ahead of us? You betcha. Am I up for it? 100%, because we make stuff happen. So thanks for joining this Facebook Live here in very sunny but windy Abbotsford. And hope you have a great day. I would love to hear what your Labor Day plans are. I'll be sharing this video across a couple of different platforms. And appreciate you watching and joining us. Bye for now.